Hi, welcome to Active Bryant Systems. I'm Scott Bryant, and what I want to talk to you today about is what makes you angry and what does anger give you? Please subscribe there. Please subscribe there. Thank you. Otherwise, I'll get angry with you. Thank you. What I want to talk to you today about is I went through a situation of being really angry last week. And my mate said to me, one of my bestest mates, closest friends, Scott, you're so fiery. You're so like, rah! And the reason why I'm so rah is because I was brought up on a council estate, and if you want first in, you'll be first out. So that's been embedded in me from a very young age. So I learned as well when I was a doorman or nightclub thug, doorman, bouncer, that you've got to get in there first and to break up the fight or to calm the situation or whatever's going on. So what happened to me last week was that I put together a big presentation that took me a whole day to put together. I've waited 3 months to do the presentation and nobody turned up. So it hurt my ego and it upset me a lot because the organisation I'd done it for, I thought would really put it out there and really advertise it. They may have done that and people may not have turned up, but unfortunately the people in the organisation have missed out on getting lots of web traffic to their website, increasing their income, having a website that people stay on and have a good bounce rate, which is really important. I've been using the internet for 17 years and it's taken me a long time of ups and downs to find out what really works. And I've got a system that absolutely works now and will always make anybody out there any money if you do the things that I suggest. So after that anger rising up in me, I was like, what do I do about it? What do I do about it? And then all I've decided to do was step back and learn by my mistakes of giving time for free and not do it anymore. Because when you do things for free, people just don't appreciate it. It's a real shame because I like helping people. I really do. And if people can't afford it, I like helping them. But unfortunately, people don't trust you if you do it for them for free. But then they complain when you don't do it for free. So you can't win. So it's really important that when you get anger rising up in you, that what you do with it is really fundamentally important, and fundamentally important not to do something that may damage you forever. Now, from about 14 right up until I was early 30s, I would have a fight, an argument every week, every month, and the big fight would be at least once a month, and I'd get into a punch-up. And I'd be, real bad punch-ups. And I didn't like that side of me. But one half of me liked it because I liked the adrenaline rush. I liked, winning. I liked all that. But because I come from a family of where my dad left when I was 7, so there was no support of my father. I had a family friend look after me, so that affected me as well. Parts of my family were very aggressive as I was growing up. So all I knew was aggression. All I knew was to solve a problem would be to lash out and to get really aggressive and really angry. So this time I didn't get angry, or I got angry, but I didn't get aggressive. I just sent a quiet text. That's all I did. And I didn't swear in the text. I wasn't rude in the text. I just said that I just can't understand why this has happened. And what I've learned over the years and through doing security work, being a bouncer, thug, doorman, is that some scenarios that you think are going to be really bad can be really beneficial. And some scenarios that you think are going to be really beneficial can be really bad. So it can really affect you. So you've really got to be careful. So for me, the years of fighting all the time and all that, is gave me experience to be a doorman and to be very good at it. And I'd done it for 12 years off and on. And I worked with some very scary people. And I worked with some very non-scary people that couldn't fight at all, couldn't look after themselves. They shouldn't have been a doorman. They were just doing it for the ego, saying to their friends, I'm a doorman, watch it. But couldn't fight or couldn't, handle getting a nose broken like I did. So anger is a very strong emotion. And we need to learn to control our anger, which I have done. And there's been many scenarios where I've had to count to 10, walk away, do a breathing exercise, and just not get involved because it's just not worth it. And the way I look at it, if somebody's making me angry, they're winning and I'm losing. So it's like being a chess player with anger. You've got to see the anger coming and then look at all the different angles of the anger and what are the best ways and the scenarios in which to change it. And always look at the person's, the other side of the person that's making you angry. Why are they making you angry? And I feel it may not have been that person's fault at all, but it was a wake-up call for me. So my whole body's telling me just to stay away from the organisation and do my own thing, and that's definitely what I'm going to do from now on. So hopefully you'll see more and more videos of me talking about the stuff that I've learned, but not promoting anybody else. So if you're suffering with anger and you'd like to know how you can conquer anger and not let it control you, where you get into troublesome scenarios that could harm your career or harm a partner or harm your loved ones, then please comment at the bottom. Please tell me about the things that make you fucking angry, the things that really press your buttons. And a couple of the things that press my buttons are fake people. People that are saying that they're your friend, but then when you ask for their help, they're just fucking somewhere else. Or people taking advantage of other people. I fucking hate that. I like to be truthful and honest with everybody. So if somebody signs up with me, I tell them the price, I tell them the commitment, I tell them all what's involved. So then that way they can never say to me, well, you didn't tell me that, and you didn't tell me how to pay for that, and you didn't tell me about that. So I never do that. I always upfront with everything. Now, unfortunately, there's people in business out there that are not like that. They'll do anything to get your money. So watch out for them people. And watch out for them people that just want to use your head. They just want to use your knowledge without giving you anything in return. Now, I believe if somebody gives me a book and it was a great book, I'll recommend that book to somebody else, and I'll tell that person where I got the book from, and maybe tell them about the person that recommended it. So then I'm promoting that person and helping them to grow their business or grow whatever they're doing. But unfortunately, lots of people out there are just not like that. And I don't like being a hard person, but unfortunately in today's world you've got to be. Like I said about the free thing, when you offer things for free, people don't seem to trust it anymore, and I don't know why that is. That doesn't make sense to me. So be more trusting, be more loving. Don't let anger get the better of you, and look at the situation from many angles, and ask your friends what they think, because they'll have a different opinion of you because they've got a different brain to you. So it's really, really important that you look at it from all angles. And remember that everybody has been taught or brought up differently. So what one person's core values are may be different to another person's core values. So you're not going to always find somebody that's congruent with your core values. So I've got a friend that, it's a hard friendship that we have, but we have got a friendship. And that's because we trigger each other. And when we trigger each other, we sometimes see it in a bad way, but we shouldn't. We should see it in a light way. We should see it in a great way. Because if your friend is triggering you, the friend is triggering you, helping you to become better. And I think this thing that made me angry this week has made me better. This made me realise the truth in people. I work from my heart. I help people from my heart as much as I can. Some things I have to say no to because I think the person's, taking the piss and they shouldn't be asking that in the first place. But if I feel that somebody is genuine and what I'm going to do is going to change and going to help them, then I'll do it. But if I feel they're really taking the piss, then I won't. And there's many, many piss takers out there. So you've got to watch out for them, and you've got to watch out for energy vampires and knowledge vampires. There's lots of knowledge vampires out there, so you've got to be careful of that as well. And you've got to be careful of bullshitters. There's lots and lots of bullshitters out there because their egos are too small, so they inflate their ego with bullshitting to you. So try and see through the bullshit and always listen to your gut. Your gut is never, ever, 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 ever wrong. Try and always connect to your gut when there's a scenario. And that's exactly what I've done with this scenario that I've been through from last week. And let's see what happens. And I'm happy to be free. I'm happy to be not giving without getting back in return. Because life is like that, isn't it? If you buy a book, you buy the book, you give your money, you get the book in return. If you do your neighbour a favour, the neighbour might do you a favour back 6 months later, but they'll do it back for you because you've already done a favour. And I believe that this is how life should be, and that, everybody should be giving, as much love and compassion as they can. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you're angry about today or in your life, and maybe I can help you with the crazy experiences I've been through my life of dealing with my own anger and my own demons. A lot of my demons are put to sleep. I used to have a drug problem when I was from 16 to 19, and I quit drugs totally, and I don't agree with drugs. I've had 5 friends commit suicide or OD on drugs, so I can see that drugs are a way of releasing your mind, but you can become addicted to that release if you're not balanced in yourself. So that's why I don't believe in drugs or taking drugs, because of my own horrible experience. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you'd like to do a free Skype session with me, please subscribe there. Please like the video. Please comment. If you want to know about the organisation, then what you can do, you can send me an email and we can have a chat, or we can have a chat on Skype. Thank you very much for watching my video today. I hope I haven't upset anybody or riled anyone up. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, please like the channel, and please put it out there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.